Welcome to a DropTent Media production.
Right, so here's the thing with the Andy chicken and the Pelicano chicken. So yeah, this is a sports podcast, but we have to get into this chicken debate real quick. So Andy's chicken it's a Korean fried chicken and it's very good. And then Neil hit me with that Pelicano's chicken shit, and they're like, this chicken's better. And I was like, nah, fucking Andy's. I was Andy's ride or die. I had Pelicano. It's better than Andy's. Okay, it's better. It's better. That being said, it doesn't make Andy's shit. Andy's still a very good fried chicken, and the sauces are very good. So it's still a very good chicken. It's just, okay, it's not as good. I concede. I tip of the hat to Pelicanos. Their sauces, their chicken's fucking amazing. Right. It's a very also Philly-centric argument.
It is. Well, here's how I see it. It'd be like it's two different meals. You got wings and you have a whole ass chicken. It's two different forms of
true. Yeah, the Andy's fried chicken is like you get like a 6-piece, like a whole you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Pelicanos is like just wings.
You get these super flavor blasted,
but they're so
super crunchy.
Are those the ones
wings.
that Drew brings?
Yes.
Oh,
they're so good, dude. I would drag my dick through broken glass to fucking eat that chicken.
You heard it here first, guys. Now donate here, and we can get you some pretty good glass, and he'll
film some good content.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Pelicana is like TikToks, and Andy's is more like a podcast. In terms of chicken content.
Yes, it's very good.
Different kind of appetite you have to have.
Yes, you sit down and you enjoy Andy. It's like a long time. It takes longer to eat.
Yeah,
you enjoy the delicacies of Andy's chicken.
Yeah,
but Pelicanos is like, hey, this TikTok's enjoyable. It's in me. I enjoy it. We're out. What's the next one? This flavor? Boom.
You want to share it?
Great fucking description.
All that kind of shit.
Anyway, this is Slapstick Sports, guys. What's going on?
Garrett back in the studio.
I am one of your hosts, Adam Nutter. What's going on? Behind the fucking computer, your other host, Jesse Pedraza.
What is up, everyone?
What's up? And then sitting in with us once again, the hilarious Garrett Monaco. What's going on,
everybody?
Bud? So we're pretty much going to talk UFC.
Yeah, I mean, because NFL,
like I said, we took the NBA All-Star weekend.
NBA,
and no one gives a shit.
Watch it. I heard that a lady got stuck.
A lady got stuck in Atlanta, and Steph Curry won the 3-point contest.
Oh, I could see that coming.
He was a plus.
Both things happened.
He was a plus 110. He was a plus 110 for winning that, and I was like, you know what? I should throw some decent money on that because there's a good chance he wins this.
Yeah.
And I fucking did it.
Yeah.
I would have lost, by the way, if he did. If I threw money on that, guaranteed he would have lost. Guaranteed.
But this is the gambling problem creeping in just ever so slightly.
Well,
just do it. Just spend some money. It's Steph Curry. It's three pointers. He's known for that. Do it. Do it anyways, you idiots.
So you and Neil are wrong because I didn't bet on the UFC, even though I was on.
You didn't bet on the UFC?
He kept catching me all night though. I was on, I was sitting where you are, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Nothing." I was on the Barstool app, the sportsbook app, looking. Maybe I could bet against Amanda Nunez. It's a good, even though I know she's gonna win. I was like,
"Wait, were your picks right?" I thought you were like,
I think I went half.
Wait, you went half? I thought you called all of them, didn't you?
No, I picked Izzy.
Picked Izzy? Oh, you didn't actually put money down.
No.
Your picks are different than your actual bets.
Oh, yeah. Usually we'll pick different than I bet because betting, if you put for parlays and shit, you got to sometimes bet differently than, your. Okay. When I put those picks out there, those are hey, if you just want to take straight money line picks, I would go with these. But if you're when I do those picks, I'm not hey, you should take these on parlays or hey, you should take these for knockout.
I thought it was professional betting advice.
No.
What the fuck, Adam? That's where I go for my professional advice. It's on Facebook.
That's why you're losing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I do. Those are just straight money line, I think, picks.
Okay.
But no, I picked Izzy. I thought Izzy was gonna win, and then the Jan Sterling.
I didn't pick Izzy. I forgot about that. So yeah, you were wrong on that.
And yeah, and then the Jan Sterling thing was kind of bullshit.
I mean, talk about a heel.
I still thought he won. Jan.
Jan definitely won.
I just had in my mind that he won, but he didn't.
Yeah, no, he lost.
If that rematch is happening, then yeah.
By the way, I was defending Sterling because everyone was like, "Oh, bro, you're faking it." And I was like, "Nah, I've been concussed, dude. I've a lot. Like, I get it." And then I don't know. I saw him out drinking afterwards, having a great time. I was like, maybe he was faking it.
Well, I mean, look.
Right, immediately after the fight that night.
Yeah, there are pictures of him holding the belt, doing shots. Pull it up, Jess. Pull it up.
Oh man,
What's his name?
Aljamain Sterling. Put like post-fight drinking Aljamain Sterling with belt, like something like that. I guarantee it comes up.
It's either
So like TJ Dillashaw, which is funny when TJ Dillashaw calls people out. I'm like, well, you're a cheater too.
right.
Which is why, like, this is something in me, which at least I think I have that's good. Is like, I will, before I shit on someone, unless I'm just really trying to be an asshole, like I'm really just throwing for a joke. Before I shit on someone, I go, wait a minute, do I do this too? All right,
yeah.
Could this be turned around on me? Oh, it can't? Then I'm gonna say it. If it can't, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. So when I see guys like TJ Dillashaw being like, dude, you're a fucking cheater, it's like, but you're a cheater.
Yeah.
So like, do you think no one's gonna say that back to you?
Right. You dare not to like have this lack of self-awareness.
Yes.
Is what you're saying. And TJ, just him saying that makes it seem like you not know what happened to you.
Right. It's like you haven't fought in a year or two because you were cheating.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
He
Bro,
lost and then he got
there it is.
busted for cheating.
Go through them.
That's somebody's
No.
house.
But there's pictures of him drinking. There's pictures of him doing shots.
Is that?
Oh, what the
God
fuck?
damn
Was
it.
that Sandusky? What the fuck? Oh no, it wasn't. Okay.
No. Okay. Well, I guess you're not.
I mean, that'd be very.
Well, yeah. They were like more like behind the scenes pictures up. You know, they weren't like official Instagram post. Like, it was like some guy.
Tito's there.
Yeah, no, he was. That's the same picture. That's the same party though. So
Right.
the pictures I saw was like this one guy is like taking a cell phone picture of him like doing shots. It wasn't like a posed.
I see Arizona's and Coca-Cola, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. I see cupcakes with sprinkles on them. Okay? Talk about somebody who had a concussion. All right?
And then
he's at a
also-
6th grade birthday party.
Exactly.
All right? That's what
Kindergarten's
he said.
birthday party.
That would be very more concerning because he has no kids.
And then it's more pedophile, Jesse. And then
One hell of a
also
way to celebrate.
he's like, I don't want to win like this, and then he's just proudly like boasting with a title like multiple pictures later. It's like, yeah, I don't know, dude. I think you were faking it now.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I still give him the benefit of the doubt.
I don't anymore.
You don't?
As someone who's
I think at the time he's
Right.
down.
yeah, no. Here's the thing. I've been concussed a lot.
How much do you need a wallow? What if he wasn't concussed?
No,
Fair enough. If he wasn't concussed, he wasn't concussed. But I'm saying he was out during that time.
Yeah, he might have been. I'm not even saying he wasn't concussed. I'm saying like I think he played it up, and also the whole thing of like I didn't want to win it like this, and he's like, I'm the fucking champ. It's like, all right,
He has Coca-Cola in his drink. What do you mean he's like, I'm the champ? What are you talking about? He's at a 6th grade birthday party. He does not want to be there. He does not want to be there.
You do
And
bring up a
talk
good
about
point.
and talk about fucking he should fucking play up him being the fucking villain. All right? He really should.
Jesse is cucking hard for Sterling.
Dude.
He's simping for Sterling.
Dude.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not simping for Sterling. I'm simping for Jan.
Jan.
Talk about no mercy. That's a no.
Well, he's
man,
Russian.
that's a
That's
bad dude.
I love
that's
that.
a bad dude. You should. Yeah.
There's a meme where it's like Jan's corner during that call, and it was just Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
He's like,
dude.
should I like sweep the knee?
Yeah.
Hit him
Dude.
in the fucking face.
Yeah.
Knee him in the face.
Do it.
What do you guys think about that?
Okay, so
I think the belt shouldn't change during disqualification.
Well, agreed. but
Much
that's-
like WWE.
I don't mean that.
it should be no title.
UFC
right
should be
now.
WWE
Vacant.
rules, guys.
It should be. I mean, the champion walking away with heat like that. How many? Are you going to pay for the next fight? I know you are. So
No, I agree. That's a stupid rule. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like, what do you think about like you think it was like? Do you think he was like? Because like, there's no way I think knowingly as a champion he's like, I'm gonna purposefully knee this dude in the face
I think he got
while
bad
he's
instructions.
downed.
Yeah, I think he got bad instructions. I think he thought once you're like into a knee, you're like good. Like I guess he was on one knee at that point when he was getting up, right? From whatever it was.
But his hands were down.
Okay, so here's
That's the rule.
I
It's 3 points of contact.
I heard it was
Knee, both hands.
Knee. I thought you could just if you're just on your knees. No, your knees would be okay.
Well, it also depends what rules they were going, right? Like, are they going off like the new unified rule? Are they going off like the fucking old? Like which ones? Like I don't know what they're going off of.
So his hands weren't down. His knees were. He was on his knees, which I don't think.
But weren't his hands also down?
We have to look at it.
Yeah, we have to look at it.
But with that said, I think with the corner thing, I think it was the fucked up miscommunication.
Yeah.
I think it was just something that was like, I think he was just like looking at them and they're like, hit him. And he's like, oh, okay. And he knees him. Like, just goes guns a-blazing. Like, oh, I think I could probably, maybe it was the 3-point thing that he was confused about. Can I knee this motherfucker right now?
By the way, I actually am against that rule even being a rule. I think you should be able to knee opponent.
Absolutely.
Why is that a fucking rule?
Yeah,
That's a stupid fucking rule.
Watch Pride? That was incredible.
Yeah, the Pride days.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're also all on steroids and there's barely any rules. But
even better. That's what made it so
the Ryzen
glorious.
like today, the Ryzen of today, like we don't steroid check. Come here and do steroids.
Yeah.
And fight each other.
I am all for that. I am all for watching people fight, like genetically modified. And
here it comes.
So,
yeah. So his hands are on his hands.
So I guess the one knee down is a down.
So he's kind of defending himself a little bit by holding the dude's hands.
Like a football down.
I don't agree with this rule though. Like I mean I know the ref, but the thing is like the ref yelled it out.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's like, hey, don't knee him.
He's like, hey, don't do the thing you're gonna explicitly do.
And he looks at his corner and they're like, just
do
it.
That should be allowed. I'm sorry.
Such a good knee.
That should be allowed. Why isn't that allowed?
A great knee.
That's how you get heat.
But honestly, with Sterling, I don't like how he's doing shots of Coca-Cola. It's not that cool.
Can we talk about how Brendan Schaub's this is not happening over 3 million views?
No.
Okay, what?
He's an awful comic and he shouldn't get that many views.
Yeah,
that came out of nowhere.
It was on the side.
Yeah, he was looking at the YouTube
okay.
thing.
Fair enough.
But here's the thing of, it's not Sterling's responsibility to continue. And
I understand.
If he can take the hit and be like, oh, and keeps fighting, then he loses. Looks even worse.
Yeah, I think he was losing the fight anyway.
But this is my opinion. Before I knew he was out partying with 6th graders, and now I'm like, now it's gonna be hard to like you said, how long does he have to wail? Like, yeah, I want a book. I want like a book from him. I want like, I can't believe I lost or got the championship this way. I want the whole documentary was like running in the desert. Like, I can't believe.
Right, it was literally the night of. He was like, "Fucking champ,
yeah, now
champ."
Now rematch is gonna be like a little bit.
Yeah. Now I'm like, I kind of.
I bet he still gets the bonus, right? I imagine
what
you still
bonus
get for like being champion and shit.
I don't know.
Like if you win it like that, I figured you still get that money.
I don't know.
I know you don't.
It's still a dub, so he does.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
guess
saying.
So, right?
So that's what.
Like, he's still got a belt, and I would take that. That's more important than money.
For sure.
You got the glory, which.
No, I disagree. I think in that situation, the money's more important than the belt because you don't have the glory. Because I don't look at Sterling and go, bro, fucking, he's a champ. I look at him and go, yeah, you're the champ.
Right.
Technically, sure. I look at fucking Stipe, I go, you're the champ. I look at fucking Khabib, well, you're the champ. Yeah, you're the champ. Okay, man, congrats.
That's
you
what
did
I'm
it.
saying. It's still something that is more valuable than money.
It's not though.
I'd say it is, but hear me out for a second. I'm saying it's more or less you can't buy the championship. You have to earn that shit.
He didn't earn it.
He didn't. I'm not saying he did. But he got it anyway.
You had to be in the fight to win the belt.
Yeah, but I'd rather... Okay, if I'm in that situation, though, I'm like, well, I still fought 3 rounds. I still earned the fucking money, at least.
Right.
That I earned.
Yeah.
This bullshit, I got concussed for. So now I can't...
Yeah, but even then, you're still working for the promotion. You're still its champion. The next thing you're going to do is want to still promote as champion. Like,
Yeah, I know, but you also have to battle because now you have. I'm sure it's not just me thinking this for sure.
I know.
So there's a lot of guys out there or fans out there who are like, "Hey, like you're a fucking piece of shit now." And like I used to like Sterling. Now my whole attitude of him has changed. Whole attitude of him has changed. I was rooting for Sterling. I picked Yano in that fight, but I was rooting for Sterling.
Yeah.
Straight up. I was like, no, I want Sterling to win, though.
Right.
Now I'm like, fuck him. Like, I don't know. It just puts a bad taste in my mouth. It just does.
Right. It's an ugly situation.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It just is how it is. And, like, I fought. I got the shit kicked out of me. It's like, for no money.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying that earning the title, like actually earning it, glorious event, and it's worth more than the money you're getting paid, which fighters do deserve more money. Shout out.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you can't buy the belt. That's
you technically,
That's something you have to fucking grab hold of and get.
But like Amanda Nunez just beating the shit out of Megan Anderson.
Right.
Oh my God.
Which, by the way, can we talk about that real quick? Just real quick.
I saw fear in her eyes.
They should just strip her of her title just so she has something else to do.
Can she fight a man?
Yes.
Oh,
fight a flyweight man.
I was saying John Dodson.
Right?
John Dodson. Perfect.
Yeah,
she has a good
nobody.
chance to fight and win against a flyweight dude.
She would probably kill Dom Cruz.
Probably. He looked like shit.
Yo, Cruz. Okay, I never understood because now I was like going through some research. Cruz fights
That's his fighting style.
like a 5-year-old.
Yes.
An angry 5-year-old.
Now, to be fair,
he fights like an angry 5-year-old.
First of all, you're right. Secondly, not only you're right. Secondly,
I didn't know that was
early
a fighting
on,
style.
no, it's not for him. It is, but early on, he was dominant as fuck that way.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
And then
He just got older.
she got older, and
Yeah.
that was it.
but like,
I was saying his like movement is like what you do in like Wii boxing.
Yeah, we were saying this like a weeble wobble.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
he pushes his
yeah.
ball down.
Constantly moving side to side.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Some of these fighting styles that I'm watching, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. He's a little bit old school. He dominated WEC for a while,
Yep.
and then when UFC let him in, he still dominated
For a
his weight
bit.
class, and then he got injured for a while.
Yeah, that was. I think it fucked him
Came
up.
back, beat TJ.
Yeah,
Which is like wow.
And then he
when I think
beat
about
this
it.
up and coming guy.
but like,
But was he up and coming or no?
Who
Was
was
it
the
bullshit?
up-and-coming?
what's his fucking name?
Wow. How we quickly forget.
Yeah.
C. Cerise or something. Fucking
Okay.
Chase. I don't know. Something like it with the East name.
I remember him getting
Kenny?
destroyed. I just remember him getting destroyed by Kogar.
Yeah, something like that.
And that was like really it.
But just to go back to Man Nunez real quick, like
Yes,
she
please.
just too like. I mean when she hit her with that cross,
Mm-hmm.
you saw Anderson's face go like, oh, I'm in over my head. Like you saw it in her eyes go like, I'm fucked.
Right.
You saw it live.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. She moved around like a deflating balloon after that, man. Just
It was amazing.
Got on top of her and just pounded
and
her
then
out.
and then fucking choked her out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then was like, here's my daughter.
Yeah. You want to hold her? Just kidding. I'll let the losers hold her.
This is winner circle,
Yeah.
bitch.
Casey
Get out.
Kenny. That's his name.
I was close.
Yeah.
I said Kenny.
You
You
did say
did.
Kenny.
You did say Kenny.
I mean, I said 8 other names first, and then I landed on Kenny, to be fair. But I don't know. Like, she's the best female fighter of all time,
Hands down.
Mm-hmm. Probably one of the best female athletes of all time.
and she doesn't get the respect.
No, absolutely
It's bullshit.
Not. No, not
She's
at all.
not marketable.
That's it. She's a
Yeah.
gay Brazilian. That's honestly it. So
Yeah.
like they're like, nah,
It's not even that she's gay, because gay's in.
that's true. It's just because she's Brazilian and she can't speak English and she's not hot.
I would
Yeah.
say is because she's not hot.
No, 'cause, like,
everything
there's-
else works.
No, because there's a lot of
actually.
Brazilian dudes who they don't market because of that very reason. They don't speak English well. Even though she speaks English though.
Yeah, she
Her
does.
English
Yeah.
isn't that bad. She's
It's
like,
not
Yeah,
bad.
it's not bad at all.
It's just like she needs to like get an advertisement for like yogurts. You know what I mean?
Well, she
And
has a
then she'll be
Modelo
in.
one, but like
Modelo.
every UFC fighter has a Modelo advertisement.
Yeah.
And then it's like she's so good. It's just that she's not.
She doesn't care. That's the other thing. She does not want to be. She does not want to be like the face of the UFC like Ronda Rousey. She just wants to fight.
Well, I said this before, but like that's the thing. It's always very interesting when Ronda lost to Holly Holm and she's making that comeback fight. You know, she came back to fight Amanda, and the press, the UFC, everyone, they just focused on Ronda.
Yeah.
Ronda got paid $2 million for that fight. They gave zero attention to fucking Amanda. She was the fucking champion. She's like, I just beat the shit out of Holly Holm to earn this title. And then they gave her zero press. I think they paid her $250,000.
Yes.
And the champ. And they gave Ronda $2 million. And then she walked in. She's like, cool, you're going to give me that? You're going to show me that? I'm going to fuck her up in 45 seconds. And then walk your ass to the WWE. See you the fuck later.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she's so good. She's had that chip on her shoulder the entire time.
She should.
Yeah.
But why shouldn't she?
I've never appreciated.
Dude, even the Cyborg fight, they're like, well, she's no Cyborg. And then she's like, watch this. Hold my Modelo. Watch this.
I was waiting for that.
That's Mexican. So.
Well, that's your sponsor.
Yeah.
I know. I'm kidding.
Well, I didn't want to sound racist. So I had to defend myself. And then she fucking folded up Cyborg.
Right. That was literally nobody. Like even
I can't think of a single.
Like not even. I mean, even though she's way out, Gina Carano.
She's not fighting. First of all, Carano's
she's
old.
Done.
And plus, she's old, and Cyborg already folded her.
Yeah.
So, like it wouldn't even be. I can't think of any other female fighter.
I guess Holly Holm again, maybe, but why? It's like that's the thing. It's like why?
Holly Holm. Holly Holm.
Holly Holm.
Yeah, head kicked the shit out of her.
Yeah.
That's it. Like maybe she should just fight Dana White and just fucking get it over with.
But like, I'm serious. Like,
I don't know.
If you even listen to Megan Anderson's like condolence speech, like her Instagram post after the fight, she's like,
that was
hey,
like her last match for her contract, right? Too.
Is it?
I think it was.
Where's she gonna go? Bellator, I guess, if she doesn't stay in the UFC. But to be fair, it's like you shouldn't like not resign her because of that. Like that's like, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing
like
wrong with losing to the champion.
But it's Amanda Nunez. She's the best of all time.
Right.
It's like no one's come close to beating her.
Right.
No, literally nobody.
But you shouldn't get rid of contenders like that. You get rid of people that are on skids.
Yeah.
And just don't have any like business really being at that level anymore, like JDS or Alistar. And
yeah. Who does she fight next? Like, because even Rogan, like, she didn't even ask that.
Yeah. That was something that was really interesting about that.
Yeah, you're
watching that.
You were like, you were saying, I hope he's like, real quick, one question, and you don't even have to answer it.
Will you fight a man? Will you fight a man? Yes or no? Real quick.
Yeah. I think that would be ideal for Amanda.
Hug your baby if yes.
No,
drop it if no.
I truly think just.
It could be one of those like
man strength still win. I still think
but it could be one of those moments of like the tennis, fucking Billy King. You know what I mean?
Here's the difference, though.
She should fight Serena Williams
on a tennis court to make it fair.
Yeah.
So she has home field advantage.
There's like a net in between them, just punching over it.
She's like, no. She's like trying to run around the net, and she's like, come here. Because here's the thing, like. Because if you beat a chick in a tennis match as a dude, it's like, but if you physically beat a chick up, it's like, it's just a bad look.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but also it's like they understand what they're going into.
It doesn't matter. It's still a dude beating a chick. I still would be like, I'm uncomfortable. I'm joking, but if they really did that, I'd be like, I'm uncomfortable watching this. Like, I just would be.
Yeah.
Unless she fucks him up.
Then it's good.
But it's not going to, like, it's still a dude, and that's still dude strength, still a thing. And, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even at a lower weight class of a dude, it's still a dude when it comes down to it. And I still think he could pick her up and just fucking physically dominate her, honestly.
Right.
This is a different element. Like, it just is. It's like the whole thing of, like, sports, right? It's like, I don't know.
I mean, I guess. I think she's technical enough to do it.
No, but I'm saying I think the dude strength might transcend technicality. It's like, my fact is,
enough.
like, if you're John Dodson, who's a 125 flyweight, right? He could just still take Nunez down.
He could still actually knock her out.
Easily.
So I'm not sure
easily. That's the thing. Easily.
He
knock her out.
He knock like middleweights out.
Yeah, it's just that man strength is a thing.
I couldn't
it exists.
think of any other flyweights.
But like when I was younger and like, you know, you challenge your dad to fights as like even like a 16-year-old, and like when I was 16, I was like fucking heavy into football. I was working every day, and my dad was strong. But I was like, I'll fuck you up, like fight, and he's like, oh, like wrestling, like, all right, and he just fucks you up because like it's man strength, and then when you get to be 30, fucking, you're like, oh, I get it. You're just stronger. Like, you're just stronger than kids, and you're just stronger than women. This is how it goes. Just how it is.
True.
So it's just like, yeah, I still think she'd lose, but I'm sorry, I'm kidding, but I don't know who she fights.
I don't think she fights anyone. I think she needs to. I don't know. I think she needs to wait for people.
Yeah.
She needs to train the division.
That'd be pretty sick. Yeah.
And just have her like train everyone, and then be like, "All right, now maybe one of you can fight me."
No. What did we say on Saturday when we were watching them? Did she do handicap 2-on-1?
Yes.
Like Holly Holm versus and like Jermaine Durandame versus like
2v1. Yeah, maybe that might be the solution.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's
no.
You don't want to get stuck on the wrong side of the broadcast.
Put her through a gauntlet.
Oh, a gauntlet. Maybe
Maybe
just fight Holly
It'd be like
a tournament style.
A 6-woman gauntlet where she has to go through 6.
To mix your wrestling world in with the elimination chamber.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't want to go make her through that. That's just violent. Okay, how dare you?
No, I meant like there's like someone waiting in the wings.
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
You don't know who comes out next, and it's like Holly Holm, and she runs out and fights. Like that's what I meant. Not like an actual.
And then she
chamber.
fucking.
This is a one-of-a-time athlete, and she's definitely proved herself. But we're like, nah, she hasn't proved herself enough. Let's make it literally almost impossible to win.
No,
let's have her fight dudes. Let's have her fight 4-6 other women at once.
See, I think it's the opposite, Garrett. I think it's because she's so dominant. It's like I want to see.
Right, you want to see the limits.
How great she could go.
I want to make sure she can never talk to her daughter. Like, just isn't able to.
No one touches her.
No.
She's gonna have a perfect speech and perfect brain function because she doesn't get punched.
The only problem is she's Brazilian.
Yeah.
Hate to see it.
Portuguese.
Yeah. Can't have that.
But yeah, she's so fucking dominant. And then the Izzy fight and the fucking Jan fight. I mean, I thought Izzy just fucking looked underwhelming.
I don't think it's really that bad of a loss for Izzy.
I agree.
I think it was that's I guess the most realistic thing. We were all expecting like a first round kind of thing. If Izzy was gonna win, it's gonna be like, oh my god, he's so cool. But no, like. It was very much just. Actually, I respect Jan for outstriking him.
Yeah.
He outstruck the shit out of him, and then he started taking him down the later rounds. And that was a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. It was very competitive. I'd say the first couple rounds. Then Izzy started falling behind. And then some people point out to me. I was talking to some people like Joe Rogan's commentary was trash throughout that fight, which I had to rewatch.
We couldn't really. I mean, we were also talking ourselves, so we couldn't really.
It wasn't terrible. I mean, like when I was watching it, he was just like. Because you know what? Most of that fight was just them standing off, at least in the first round. And then you saw a couple shots, and then there was just not a lot for them to talk about. Right. You know what I mean? Other than just, And
did he break his hand?
No.
There's no mention of it at all. Then he was fighting weird. Because he never used his right hand after that, and he kept grabbing it.
Yeah, he kept holding it.
And like
Who?
That's
Izzy.
And I'm not saying I think breaking your limb or breaking anything in a fight is very much legitimate. Like you still fucking lost. It's not like if he didn't break his hand,
right.
He would have won. Like no, that's part of a fight. Like,
if
you break your hand,
it changes your whole game plan. And it is what it is.
Fix your brittle bones, bitch. Like that's part of
Mayweather hands.
Yeah,
paper hands over here.
Deal with it. So he outstruck him, and then he started grappling. It was all overall very, very impressive win by Jan. Like. Awesome. With that said, Izzy lost the way, I guess. It wasn't really that bad. He moved up a weight class to fight the champion. He didn't move up like Anderson Silva moved up and fought. I keep forgetting that motherfucker's name. And he just destroyed him. The guy fought Forrest Griffin for the Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, Bonner?
Yeah. Remember he just destroyed Bonner?
Yeah.
And he's like, Anderson Silva was like, okay, I go back.
Yeah.
He didn't be like, I'm going to go up and become light heavyweight champion, then whatever. Then he got knocked out by Chris Weidman, and then we all remember the rest. Adesanya literally went from middleweight to light heavyweight to fight the champion, which is very, very noble. I think it's cool.
But you see that a lot now,
right?
Like just guys dropping, going up in weight just to fight the champ. Like it's just names. It's because the UFC is like we want names to fight names.
Yeah, you want marquee names.
Yeah.
If you were to be someone that would have been more competitive. I just think I think now I think it's really cool. We get more of a science down to fighters jumping weight classes.
Yeah.
Back then it was more of like a myth.
Mm-hmm.
Back then we'd pray to see the day of GSP and Anderson Silva, and they were 2 weight classes apart, but they could have got it. They could have
done something.
I don't know. They're 1 weight class apart, and we always wanted that. We wanted Anthony Pettis versus Jose Aldo. We wanted that fight.
Right.
We wanted all these people. Now it's starting to happen, which is cool. I just think one thing that's becoming prevalent, and you saw in the Izzy fight, is you have this very, very dominant champion, moves up a weight class, and is fighting somebody that was born and bred for that weight class. Like, Jan was just, I'm the fucking light heavyweight. Even Joe Rogan's like, when were you in middleweight? And Jan was like, I was never in middleweight. So you had someone that eats, sleeps, and shits at light heavyweight versus someone that just comes up and is really dominant, and that dominant person just kind of faded away due to this kind of just natural size.
I also assumed Izzy walked around at a little more than 200.
Me too.
And he weighed in at 200.5.
Yes.
So I was like, all right, so nothing? Like, you didn't try to gain any muscle for this? Like, I mean, I think he probably walks around at that weight.
Yeah.
And did nothing. And just trained.
Yeah, he probably just didn't have to.
But usually...
You'd have to do something.
No. Usually you walk, like, you're walking around. Okay, so, like, if I wasn't playing football when I was fighting, right, I would have tried to get down to, like, middleweight, like 185, right, or fucking welterweight 170, because I'm normally was walking around at like 6 foot 200. So you want to drop because you have that strength still, but you're lighter.
You're a big boy, 6 foot 200.
Well, I was fucking working out and shit.
Right.
This is like,
you're a big boy.
It was football, but like I said, but like if I wasn't playing football, I would have just tried to drop down. But Izzy being like, well, I'm the middleweight fucking champ. All right, well, that's 185. So you figure he's walking around at like 210, like something, you know? Yeah. But it's like, I guess he's walking around at like 2, maybe he was walking around even 195.
I think it was 195.
I guarantee. I bet you had to put on 5 pounds. So I was like, I didn't think that, because he's a big dude. He's 6'4".
Yes.
He's not short. So I'm like, all right, well, he's tall, and he's moved up to light heavyweight, probably for a reason. So I'm in my brain. I'm like, well, he thinks he walks around at a bigger weight, so it can't be that big of a. It's like, all right, well, I was wrong on all of it. I was wrong on all of those ideas. It's like
that's why Jones is really taking this.
Did you see what Jones said?
I saw his tweets.
Yeah. Do you see what Jones said? He's like, it was a succession of tweets. Yeah. It was like, all right, let's see what this fight's about.
Yeah.
He's like, let's see what this fight's about. And then the second fight was like, wow, all right. The second tweet was like, all right, I guess I don't want to hear anyone talking about me and fighting him anymore. And like the third tweet was like, this goes to show you, like, I am just in a league of like my own, essentially. Like, I'm just better than him. And it's like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Which I always said too. I said it Saturday. I said they're never gonna fight. That's all clout. I said that Saturday. And then I also said if they ever did fight, John Jones would walk through Izzy. It's not even fucking close.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I would love to see them fight.
When was the last time John Jones fought?
He fought Santos or Reyes?
How many years?
No, like last year.
Oh, was it last year?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought he was still suspended.
It was either Santos or Reyes.
It wasn't. Oh, no, it was. Yeah, it was way earlier last year.
Yes, it was early last year.
Yeah, because then he got.
Was that his first fight back after suspension and all that bullshit?
He dropped his belt, I think, in August of last year.
But he just dropped it to move up.
Right. But also there was, remember Boxing Money, that whole thing where Tyson Fury versus the other guy.
Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, he wanted Wilder money, and he got into a feud with Dana for a little bit.
That's right.
And that kind of became,
weird.
Weird, yeah. So a little bit of a stink. Dana doesn't want to pay him that kind of money, even though
he deserves it though.
Does.
Like John, that's what I'm saying. Like, by the way, all the fighters don't deserve like that type of money. I get it,
right?
Because everyone can't bring that type of quality to the UFC. Just like every NFL player doesn't deserve fucking Patrick Mahomes money.
Yeah,
right.
Like it's just the way it is, dude. Like you're electrifying and you're great. That's what brings the money.
You're a star.
Right. So, like, Conor deserves it. Ronda, at the time, deserved it. Like, she did. Like, John Jones deserves it.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, Peter Yan doesn't deserve it. Like, he just doesn't deserve that money. He's a champ. Or, I mean, he was a champ, but, like, he's not.
He's a true champ.
Yeah, he's a true champ, but he's not like this fucking like awesome character. He's a good fighter, but he's not like this fucking electrifying fighter.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so it's like
He's on his way.
Right, so it's like you don't deserve that much. But John Jones,
This was his 316 moment.
Even someone like Colby,
yeah,
his antics, a lot of people hate him. He's not even really that exciting of a fighter.
No, but he's dominant. I mean, Usman beat the shit out of him, but he's dominant.
But he's still like a little bit exciting.
Yeah,
he's not throwing spinning back kicks, but he does takedowns and.
No, I think that Robbie Lawler fight when
hands.
he threw like 200 something punches.
Right.
That was like whoa.
That was cool. But he's nothing insane. But he still is able to get that star money. He's still able to be like, yeah, fuck you. It's because all of his out of ring antics and able to build up hype in between fights, and then once come fight night, like people are buying. Like they want to either see you win or for sure want to see you lose.
Yeah.
It's just that kind of aspect of. Yeah, if it's warranted that you get the money or not. You can be pretty boring, and you can still, for the most part, you can be pretty boring, and you can still get some good money from it.
Yeah,
just building.
I like this guy. He's a good guy.
Well, GSP.
Yeah, GSP.
But he's so good. He's like transcends.
It's stupid dominant. You see his opponents crumble.
Right, that's the thing. It's like guys who are. That's the other way to do it. Guys who are so dominant. Khabib. But also, though, don't forget, Khabib just started a brawl with Conor in a fucking. That was exciting.
That was his only exciting fight, though.
Doesn't matter. That was still. No one will ever forget that.
No.
And forever, ever, people will be like, "We'll always want to see Conor fight Khabib again."
Right. Oh, for sure.
So he did his job.
He deserves the money he got.
Right.
I'm saying typically a good Khabib fight, they might stand once, and it would be like in the second round. The rest of the time is just like, I'm just going to wrestle fuck you, which is nothing wrong with. I appreciate it. I can understand what he's doing. He locks legs up. He completely shuts down the person and frustrates and tires them. It's literally a hell to fight him. But typically, people turn in the UFC to see some spinning kicks, and some uppercuts, and some cool shit. And
flying Superman punch.
Yeah, they see this wrestling. What the fuck is this gay shit?
Why is that what like turns people off? Like when they're like they see a fighter like Khabib, where it's just like he's just
the common fan,
when it should be turning them on.
Yeah, and they're just like, what is this?
Yeah, like people will be like, I want to see knockouts. I want to see knockouts. Like throw punches. It's like, and by the way, there are some fights that are boring. There are. But like the ones that most people think are boring aren't boring. They're actually very technically fought or sound. But there are some fights where the guys are just standing there, not throwing, or there'll be a takedown, no one's moving, and you're like, all right, this fight is boring, and you guys suck. That does happen. It does happen. But a
lot of times the most boring fights are between two really, really good strikers.
Yeah, because they're no one's throwing because they don't want to get knocked out.
Too respectful of each other.
Right.
All just bouncing around, like doing some weird, like, I threw a feint there. I was like, I saw that feint.
He's like, I saw that because they're all playing 4D chess. Like high level strikers play 4D chess with each other.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I think you're gonna feint jab, throw escape hook right, but I know you're gonna think that, so I'm gonna fuck it. But really, in the reality, they're just both doing this.
Exactly.
Because they're just thinking it. It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's crazy to watch, but it's so boring at the same time.
That's
fair enough.
That's why I was always grateful back in my amateur days of fighting. I was I always talk about this. I fought 05, 06, and this is back when UFC was it was just becoming big and thing and stuff. So my coach at the time, no one really thought wrestling was that important.
Oh wow.
That's why I don't have cauliflower ear, because I barely wrestled. When I barely did wrestling, we did a little jiu-jitsu. But I did mostly just striking, right? Because just knock them out. It's fine. That was the philosophy. But not just my camp. It was a lot of schools at the time. It was like, fuck, what do you got to take him down for? Just fucking knock him. That was. So we did jiu-jitsu a little bit, but I was never that great. And then I love fighting wrestlers and shit. Because I was like, I'm just gonna not get taken down. I'm just gonna beat the shit out of this guy.
No, you're sprawling, bro.
That's all I'm gonna fucking do. So, and I would, but if I ever fought another striker, I'm like, damn it. No, I'm just gonna have to worry about getting hit the whole time. That's because when you fight a jiu-jitsu guy or a wrestler, all right, well, getting choked out sucks, but it's not gonna hurt.
Right.
You know, and like because you're like your mind does think about that.
Yeah.
And anyone that says that's a liar, like who's like, oh, fuck, I don't care about getting hurt or getting hit. Yeah, you do. Like I don't want to get punched. Like I know I'm fighting, and you expect it, but like you don't still want to get punched. So if you're fighting a guy who's known for striking, you're like, I really want to get the shit kicked out of me. Like I really don't want to get my fucking jaw blasted, my eyes beat in.
Yeah, and your bell's rung.
Yes, but like what I would love to do is have a wrestler just try to take me down the whole time as I fucking just throw elbows into his dumb head. Because that's all he's just so focused trying to take me down. Because you also got to remember, like amateur fighting back then is like we're all at the same level. We're all like 0-0, 0-1, 1-0. So everyone's like, I wrestle, I throw punches, I do jiu-jitsu. Like everyone was so one-dimensional at the time.
Yeah.
So like it was great. I was like, so I remember like my very first fight was against a wrestler. I remember telling my coaches like, yo, what's this guy's background? Like he's a wrestler. Well, like, yeah, wrestler. And I beat the shit out of him because he just tried to take me down the whole time.
Yeah.
And I knocked him out. Because the whole time he tried to take me down.
Oh, nice.
And I was just like, nah, boom, nice try. Boom, nice try. I would sprawl. I would just like circle around him. And he wouldn't throw. I think the guy threw like 4 punches the whole fight.
Oh, wow.
Because he was so one-dimensional like a dog. Like just trying to take me down. And I just kept sprawling, moving, hitting him. And I eventually just, I think it was a hook.
TKO?
No, straight KO.
Oh, okay.
Straight KO.
That's when mixed martial arts was only mixed between like the fighters.
Yes.
But not actually the fighter's own ability.
Yes, it was actually mixed martial arts.
It
was
was
the definition of the name.
Yeah, it was like, oh, we got a karate guy versus like a judo guy. Like, check it out. They're both wearing pajamas, but they're different.
Yeah, well, that's the
now it's all combined.
That's why does that screen keeps happening?
I know.
I know. Why did it keep happening?
It's all essentially Sambo now.
Well, I told that I was telling fucking Neil that on Saturday. It was like a joke I used to have, but then I heard fucking Brian Redband say it. I was like, well, all right, now I can't. It wasn't even a joke. It was more like
you have Brian Redband energy.
No, because by the way, it's actually a good. I think it's good. This is the joke. The joke is like I was like MMA used to be crazy back in the day.
He's a wrestler though. We don't
I was like, MMA used to be crazy back in the day.
Yeah.
Because you would have like, all right, next fight, you have a 18-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion versus the fucking mechanic at like Meineke. Go. Yeah. Like that was the fights. Like that. Yeah. This level of just talent was just so drastic.
Right.
And his joke was a little different. It was like I think he said the waiter at Applebee's versus like a boxing champ. But I was like, that's kind of the same idea.
Same idea.
But it's true though. That's why it's funny because it's so true. Like if you know MMA history, UFC history. It's like, oh, yeah, Hoist Gracie versus, like, the dude from, like, down the street who yells at pigeons. It's
the Kimbo slices.
Yeah.
It was no holds barred back then, too. There's no rules.
The first UFC, there was no TKO, so the ref couldn't stop the fight.
Yeah.
You had to just – and there's no submissions.
That's even worse.
Oh, wow.
You just had to get knocked out.
Oh, God.
That was the first UFC.
Well, if you got choked out.
Or but you couldn't tap.
I think if you tapped, that was still like it's like saying
submission.
I almost am positive the first UFC there was no official submissions.
How did Royce?
I think it was like you had to just get put out. Or did he tap?
I think people tapped because taps pretty.
Taps
it's a pretty universal recognition of a dub.
So what am I thinking of in the first UFC? There was no there's definitely no knockouts. I mean, there's definitely no TKOs, and there was something. Rounds.
Yeah, there's no rounds.
There's no rounds.
Sorry, no rounds.
It was essentially a death match.
Yeah, no rounds.
That'd be a good. That'd be a
death
good
match.
That'd be a good Patreon for you
guys.
is to go back and watch like a couple. Not all of them. Some are really boring.
Yeah, I know. But watching the first Hoist Gracie, Ken Shamrock, and stuff.
Right. I'm saying cool. I've watched a lot of the old UFC fights.
Yeah, yeah.
Because my buddy had a fight pass. Like,
I used to have the fight pass too. Yeah.
Oh my god, this is gruesome stuff.
If UFC, by the way, if UFC didn't join with ESPN, I would still have Fight Pass, but now I don't need it. You fucking idiots. Yeah. I kind of had it only for the fight, but
pulling hair, nut shots.
Dude, what's his face? He grabbed his ball. He's punching him in the balls.
Yeah.
I can't think of Severn.
Believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Well, speaking from the beginning of the UFC to my favorite thing.
Jesse showed me this.
Yes, I showed you this.
Obviously, don't show people get pulled.
No, they're not gonna.
What do you mean?
But
so do you remember watching this back in the day?
Oh fuck!
Do you know? Okay, so do you know about the barbed wire exploding death match?
No.
That took place in Japan. Okay, so this
Terry
is a legendary.
Yeah, this is a legendary fucking fight, dude.
Okay.
So essentially, once the timer goes down, like the barbed wire explodes.
Oh hell
yeah! Well, the whole ring explodes.
Well, okay, yes.
I see. 11 seconds on this.
Yeah. So this dude All right. This is supposed to be dramatic as fuck. 2, 1. All right. It's supposed to be dramatic, right? You get the idea, right? It's a big explosion.
It looked cool for the 80s.
Cool.
For the 80s, that was big.
What do you mean? That was sick as fuck. What are you talking about?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And now this new company, AEW.
This is Cody Rhodes' company, all right?
Yeah, Cody Rhodes' company.
They're doing big things, though.
Yeah, they are. They're doing all right.
Whoa, they're bringing it back.
But dude, watch how fucking.
Wasn't AEW
you can put the volume on in our ears, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna put.
Just lower it, cause that's good. That's good.
I want you to hear the announcers too.
No, put that volume down a little bit. That's way too high. There you go. That's good. This is lame. Yeah, this is so lame.
10 seconds before it explodes.
Get him out of there. What are you doing? They better watch out. Holy shit. Wow.
Kingston covering John Moxley.
I can't believe they're in one piece. That is unbelievable.
I can't believe they didn't think that was gonna suck dick.
Listen to the announcers, dude. Listen to the fucking announcers.
Because they don't know what to say. They're
Yeah,
trying
they
to make
don't.
it cool.
Yeah.
They're trying.
Oh my God!
It would be funny if it's like, are those sparklers? Because they try to make it sound like, and they're like, I don't know how to make this cool.
Yeah, that
guy sounded like if like a guy's chick or wife is like, do I look good in this? He's like, great.
Damn, babe. Oh, my God.
Awesome.
Look at you. Just gassing the shit out of it. Like, wow.
Wow. Just, oh, my God.
Flame emoji. Flame emoji.
That was so underwhelming of an explosion.
You know what's so fucked up? I watched that pay-per-view, and it was good up until then.
That's a bummer, because that ruins the whole thing.
That ruins the whole fucking thing. And it
really does.
What could they have done?
Anything
they could have
what they did in the 80s.
You know what they could have done? They could have done this. They could have brought, because essentially the guy who got blown up in that was the champion.
The guy who got sparkled to death?
The guy who got sparkled to death.
Bro, there's sparkle. Dude, there's worse sparklers on kids' birthday cakes.
Well, the crazy thing is that they did that like that death explosion because he has a kid on the way. So this is like his way of getting written out of the show. So that's what he has to go out on.
That's even funnier. That's not even cool. Remember when Stone Cold had to leave? He got like cement trucked. There was like awesome ways, like when The Rock, he got like fucking blown up, but like actually blown up, like in the limo blew up.
Oh yeah.
And they blew the limo up outside of the arena or wherever the fuck it was.
Right.
See, that's cool.
What the fuck? That's awesome.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, so the explanation could have been the guy who built it was the champion. The guy who built that entire quote unquote.
I get it.
And kayfabe, he built.
I'm not sitting here going, Jesse, what's the real story? I get I get it. I get what's happening in the storyline. Continue.
Yes, in the storyline, he built the ring, and then he could have just came out and done like a Joker type of thing where it's like, bang, I got you. I made you think that.
That would have been better.
Explode. It could have been this. It could have been that. They had a couple minutes left before the pay-per-view went off air. They could have done something along those lines, but they didn't. No one thought of it. No one could have improv on the moment. So
that would have been way better.
Yeah, but
and by the way, we would have been sitting here going, "That's a bullshit cover," but at least it would have been something. It would have been like a cover. But they just were like, "This is good, right?"
Yeah,
like I think they have too many yes men around them.
Well, not only that, it's just not. Well, I wouldn't say it's yes men. I think it's like they tested it and then they tried it. And they didn't think of like a better explanation for it, because I imagine
the show's tomorrow.
Yeah, because I imagine the bottom was supposed to explode first, right? That bottom part was, and then the sprinklers are supposed to be like more of like, oh, that shit's happening, but it went the opposite way.
It's almost like it's almost like a bunch of guys were sitting around like just reading the newspaper and like, oh shit, we have to put that thing together. And like they just ran to the stage, like the fucking ring real quick, and were like, I don't know, throw sparklers on it.
Yeah,
dude, Kane used to have better pyros.
I know. Everyone talks about how Kane's pyro is so much better than that piece of shit.
The fucking boom every Monday.
Yeah.
Which they stopped doing apparently at one point, which is a bummer.
But
But
it sucks. I mean,
dude, okay.
Wow.
I'll talk Attitude Era because I have to now. I have to talk Attitude Era because it was so good. Dude, do you remember when Stone Cold drove a fucking beer truck into the ring?
yeah.
What the fuck is that? Like, what are we doing now?
This is socially distanced.
Dude, even Kurt Angle drove the milk truck into the ring. That was hilarious.
It
I know.
was.
I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, they're getting there. They're
Dude,
close.
the cement truck into Vince McMahon's car.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Remember when they drove a tank through WCW's outside
they were
WCW?
making so much money back then, though.
Right.
but
it
my
might
point
be a
is-
funding thing.
But my
Yeah,
point
it's
is,
totally a funny
that was
thing.
awesome.
I know. They were trying to do something, but they failed. It's
It
fine.
would have been more exciting watching him eat like a hot pepper.
Dude,
Like,
I watched
fucking
Mick
quit.
Foley.
Like I'm out. Like this
I
is
watched
the
Mick
best
Foley
shit I'm
get
done.
thrown 20 feet to his almost death.
Dude's almost,
Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twice.
No, like 3 times.
No, one fight. There's twice one fight.
Well, yeah. Against
Yeah,
the
but then
Undertaker.
Triple H.
And then Triple H.
Yeah, no, I know. But I mean, one fight, though. And then he climbed the cage with the broken ribs and a tooth through his gum and his nose.
Yeah, man.
And they had sparklers go off.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
And then Undertaker chokeslammed him through the cage ring.
I mean, they went through barbed wire. You can't. Like,
It's not real.
The barbed wire is real.
No, it's that fake shit. It's that fake. No, they have fake barbed wire. Seriously, it's not. It's not sharp. It's just like It still probably hurts, but it's not like that sharp.
There's all right, fair enough. But I mean, they were bleeding when they
Yeah,
were
well, it's
going through them.
still wire, but it's not like barbed. It's not.
No, it's not like the ones you see. Like
Yeah,
Fair
it's like that
enough.
cattle wire.
Yeah,
what it is.
Yeah.
Because actual barbed wire would rip your intestines out of you.
Right, a good point.
Yeah.
But still, it was like it's hard to watch those matches because I don't necessarily like hardcore matches.
I
like
do.
that.
They're my favorite growing up, and they're still my favorite. In fact, they should all be hardcore matches. That's why I liked ECW growing up.
Right. That's what I was thinking. I thought AEW was still around, but it was ECW.
ECW. ECW.
Yeah.
Fun fact about ECW. ECW used to always be in Sports Fest, which was in Staten Island. It was just like this little shitty arena in Staten Island.
Yeah.
And we used to go to them all the time. And they used to throw people off from the second-story balconies into the fucking through tables and shit. And I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, why am I watching anything else?
New Jack and that's fucking Spike Dudley's.
New Jack's crazy.
ass.
New Jack is crazy.
It's still
It's
just,
insane.
there's like a spectacle to watch that shit.
Yeah.
Once somebody get fucking tossed, you're like, holy fuck.
Dude, Spike fucking Dudley voice.
Yeah.
Which is, right? 3D.
Yeah. 3D.
Get the
Oh
fucking
man,
tables.
those were the days for sure. But
Dude,
I don't know.
see, I used to be big into wrestling back in that era because it was fucking awesome. And like the TLC match.
TLC matches are great. I'm trying to think of like a better. I mean, WrestleMania 17 is still the best.
Which one's that? I don't know the numbers.
With Edge going through like getting Hardy.
Is that the first TLC one?
No, that was.
Oh, it was Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah, that was Royal Rumble.
Look at this guy.
Yeah. You really did follow it.
I don't. I do.
Yeah.
I used to watch it every Monday. I told you I used to watch it every Raw. I used to watch every pay-per-view, and I used to watch SmackDown when it started. But then it got bad, and I was like, I'm gonna stop. It got bad in high school.
It did.
When I was like at the end of high school, like senior year, I was like even in college I was watching it a little bit, but I stopped. But like college, really, I stopped. Freshman year, I was like, I'm done. It just it got too PG.
Yeah,
Too
definitely.
That's what it was. I was in it for the Attitude Era sucked me in as a kid, and that was like the most violent time in wrestling, probably. I mean, like in like modern
Well,
like
yeah,
WWE wrestling.
Definitely, probably.
I don't mean like all time wrestling, but WWE wrestling, that was probably the most violent time in WWE. And that's also though the best characters.
Was it WWF at that time?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rock, Stone Cold, like, dude, Shane McMahon, by the way, has balls. For somebody who was never like a professional wrestler to do the shit he would do. I remember when he had that that hardcore match against Steve Blackman,
Okay.
and
yeah, he just fell.
it was the
off.
double Titantron, and he climbed to the second Titantron, which was like 40 feet, and then Steve Blackman was following with the Kimbo stick, and he fucking hits him in the back, and he just free falls straight back.
Oh, wow.
Like 40-something feet. And I know
I'm
there's like
getting
tables and
chills just thinking
cushions,
about climbing up.
but
You're like,
still,
"Ah."
for like a trained professional wrestler. It's ball, and then he did a lot of other shit too. He also that's his play this shit, dude. This is so far. Yeah, just get to the fucking. Look how high that is.
Yeah,
That's insane.
Wait.
And he's a billionaire's kid.
Yes, I was definitely still watching wrestling, and yeah, this is high school. Well, it's actually right before high school. This is a summer of freshman.
And Blackman is scared to shit. He's like, please, for the love of God, hit your mark.
Dude, Blackman was in good shape, huh?
He's like, I'm not trying to lose my job.
I know, right?
now. Oh.
And know what's crazy too? He doesn't even turn around.
Yeah.
To look, he just falls.
Yeah.
That's so ballsy. You know what else is crazy? When he jumped from ring to ring to hit that fucking to hit the garbage can.
wow,
Yeah.
that was insane.
But that was RVD's before.
No. But my point is, RVD is a fucking Shane McMahon doing it is more impressive.
Yeah. I see
Okay,
your point.
how about this one?
And this is the TLC match.
This was crazy, dude. This was fucking amazing.
Grudge 2000.
We actually might
music.
get pulled for this. We might get pulled for this music. Just mute it.
It sucks
Mute the music. There you go.
Sucks because UFC still uses this music.
Well, it's the same demographic they're going after.
Hey, dude, what a great matches these were. All of them were good. Oh, the first three they did, right? They did 3 of them.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Those were good. With these gentlemen, these 6 guys.
6 guys.
They were the best ones. I know they did a bunch of them afterwards. They were fucking. Who gives a shit? He spears him off the fucking belt, right?
Yeah, hold on.
Crazy. Yeah, just get to that. I just want to see that shit.
Rhino comes in. Oh yeah.
Rhino.
Fucking everyone comes in.
Sorry,
Lita comes in.
Why did Rhino come in? Oh, because he was ECW, right?
No, well she was.
Rhino was ECW.
Yeah, but Rhino was helping out somebody.
Right, he was helping out the Dudley Boys because they were ECW.
No, Spike Dudley helped the Dudley Boys.
Oh, you're
Lita's
right.
helping the Hardys and then some other shit. 3 Lita.
Yo, Lita was legit a good wrestler, dude.
Yeah, Lita's
The Concerto. Yo, fucking Jeff Hardy is the fucking man, dude. He's the fucking man. I don't give a fuck.
Man,
I love Jeff Hardy.
that dude
That's
has so
crazy.
much.
I love how many ladders there are. They're going for the belt.
This was
Okay, so
this was
is
nuts.
insane.
By the way, I was such a Jeff Hardy fanboy.
You seem like the type.
That's
There's a certain
Hey
type.
Jesse, that's fair. Yeah, God, that's a good 15-foot drop.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's insane.
Yeah, Edge doing that.
Could you pull up when Kurt Angle threw Shane McMahon through 18 fucking glass plates of? Do you remember that? And
yeah.
It was Backlash. It was. I think it was Backlash pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And Shane McMahon, he takes him and German suplexes him through like 5 panes of glass, and one of them they don't break, and he just fucking hits it, and he does it. Watch, King of the Ring. Okay, that's it. It doesn't break.
Nothing.
Did you saw his neck hit the ground too?
And the crazy thing is, like right before that,
Damn.
his dad doesn't know about this.
Oh, I didn't. Oh,
His dad doesn't even know about this. So Shane is just like, just do it. And he's like, I'm telling you to fucking do it.
what, so he told him to do this.
Telling Kurt to do this. And he's just throw me as hard
is
as
he
you
like
can
a
to break
masochist or something? Like, why is he?
Dude, no. This is why I fucking
This is
respect
why.
Shane
This is
McMahon.
why Vince doesn't hug his kids.
Yeah.
No, this
he
is
can
why I
get more
respect
out of it.
Shane. This is why I respect Shane, because I'm like, he's just a dude
Hurt me more.
who doesn't have to do this.
Yeah.
He does. That's part of it.
Yeah,
And
that's
he's
definitely
like,
part of it.
I want Shane up. Dude, fuck you. Dude,
He went
yes.
straight on his head.
And he did it like 6
crazy part-
times.
The crazy part about this is he went straight
Yeah,
on
show
his
it
head.
again.
Let's watch it. Let's see the instant replay.
Watch his
Belly
neck.
to belly.
Watch his neck.
Oh.
Get to where he actually throws him through it though.
Yeah. And
He
he's
doesn't
just
like- he
and
doesn't-
right here he's like panicking.
He's like,
Are
"Oh,
you
shit."
okay? Are you not paralyzed? Please, for the love of God. You can't let me be the person that
I
paralyzes
bet you
Vince McMahon's
Vince is
kid.
freaking out right now. But he does it again.
Oh yeah, Vince
Watch.
was crying by the end of this.
Watch. Oh!
Oh wow.
And then he does it for the inside out, right?
Well, we will never
No,
find
that
out.
was it. That
No,
was-
doesn't he do it for the inside out too?
No. He does not.
I could've swore he
Is
was
there
from
a
the inside
longer
out.
Clip?
What?
Is there a longer clip? I guess not.
I don't know.
The whole match.
Okay.
But that's
Fair
nuts.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did awesome shit like that all the fucking time.
So yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. AEW's on its rise. There's a couple people that are doing well. I mean, the barbed wire match was all right. It was a good pay-per-view up until that point, which kind of sucks. But they're getting there.
So so AEW is that competition with WWE?
Yeah. They just signed Christian.
Christian, right? But like Christian's like
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
What's the state of WWE right now? What's
winning?
They're
Number one.
Actually, they had like another TV show to go to head with them, and they lost. So I mean AEW. So people are gonna want to watch
NXT's WWE.
Yeah. So that's like NXT is like what you probably would enjoy.
Why?
Because it's more about the promo fights and not the silliness.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It'll suck you in a little bit. But
that's fair.
In terms of you'll still probably be like, it's still wrestling.
Hey, by the way, here's the thing. Me and my buddy Nick, we used to every like WrestleMania, we would get together at his house, like order fucking pizzas, get like fucking ice cream cake and shit, like go all out and like fucking just watch wrestling. It was fun. It's fun. Yeah. It's a fun event. I get it.
WrestleMania is now it's gotten to the point where it's like ridiculous. I don't even want to watch it anymore.
That's what I feel like happened.
Yeah.
Like it got like too like.
It got too
even bigger than it should have been.
Yeah.
The whole point is to be grandiose, but it's like
you're doing it way too much.
Right.
It becomes decadent. Which is an issue.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too showy.
They expanded it to 2 days now.
Okay.
I just feel like I don't know.
Can work. Like it can work, but it's also like I don't know. It's a lot.
I feel like I don't know. I remember just watching Hardcore Holly fight Bob Snow in the fucking Mississippi River. I'm like, we're never gonna see that again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're never see that hardcore. Like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, he takes him out of the arena and they fight in the Mississippi River. And they fight in the fucking like backstage.
Now they're doing.
It's like that shit's awesome.
Right.
Ever since quarantine, there's been a lot more. Like matches that are like shots in cinematically. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Like big production.
Right. I don't want that
wrestling match.
It's like
it's actually not that bad.
But like
it's like digital shorts.
But what's cooler? A cinematographer Christopher Nolan shot or Bob Snow fighting Hardcore Holly in the Mississippi River? That's way cooler.
I would love to see Christopher Nolan direct that, though.
Right?
Yeah, no, but I think because Sting had a match and they did that, and it was just a way for him so he didn't get hurt. You know what I mean? There's reasons behind it, but also. Sometimes it's just, I don't know. It's all right. It's not terrible. It's one of the cool things that quarantine gave us.
It's a different medium, essentially, of viewing wrestling is watching.
That's when you're looking at it like as the fan normally looks at it. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, I'll watch this because I know this is bullshit. And whatever it is. It's actually
you watch it for the
culmination of like the action movie.
Right.
You know
I mean, I do that with a lot of things. I'm like, I watch this because it's fucking stupid.
Right.
Like what?
Now I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but like, there's plenty of shows I'm sure I watch.
Like reality television.
Yeah, like shit like that.
Trash.
Yeah, I watch like Catfish.
Yeah.
You watch Catfish?
Fuck yeah. It's
seen
dumb as
Catfish.
shit, but I'm like, they could just Google this themselves. That's the whole show, by the way.
That's true.
Is they just do Google image searches. It's like, well, why didn't you do that, you idiot?
Because it got to a point where people just wanted to be on TV.
No, for sure. I know why, but it's not funny if I say that, Garrett.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Wrestling.
He literally explained my G. Did the literal version.
Wrestling's not real, by the way.
To be fair to Garrett, we don't know where the brain injury begins and where the comedy begins.
Hey, man, neither do I.
That's why we're trying to figure it out. But
Garrett's like, actually?
Well,
pushing his glasses up. Actually, this is what I get on TV. It's like, I know. Just trying to be funny.
All right, but on that note,
no jokes. All right.
We're pretty much
yeah.
done. So
all right, everybody, where can they find you, Jess?
Oh yeah, you can find me at Jesse Pedraza Show on Instagram and on TikTok.
Boom,
Holla
Garrett.
at your boy.
Follow me at Garrett Monaco on Instagram. Or just go to GarrettMonaco.com.
Boom. Adam Nutter on the tweets and the Instas, and Adam Nutter Comedy on the Facey books and the TikToks. And check out my other shows on this lovely network on DropTent, DropTent.com, guys. For all the other great podcasts, check out my other podcast to do with the great Neil Wood, who's sitting to my right, Cult of Us. I also do I also do Garbage Opinions podcast. That's available on this network. And check out all the other great podcasts That should be it for us. We'll be back next week. Peace.
Yep. Bye.
Deuces.
Welcome to a DropTent Media production.